This video is sponsored by Lecturio. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. For today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of my tips on how to survive online class and what to do when you have online classes. At the end of this video, I'll be also sharing with you guys some of the things that happened during the end of our internship, like our frequent Zoom classes, which I never really talked about and never really showed to you guys. I don't really talk about it that much, yung mga what happens, in the board preparation things, because honestly, I do get nervous when I do that. So I am fighting my anxiety right now and my nervousness to talk to you guys. I hope that this video can help you with a thing or two, because I think it also applies to those who will be taking online classes for med school, college, high school, and any other school, because I know that is the new normal right now, which is, seeing your prof or teacher or consultant in front of a screen. And we're super not used to this. I had to adjust to it myself as well, especially when quarantine started. I had such a hard time because since we had a lot of free time in our hands, we were kind of put in that bubble wherein we really had to use up our free time to study and be focused. We are gonna be your future frontliners. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. So we really had to prepare for this board exam, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months. So I will share to you guys things that I have been doing in order to actually survive online classes. So the first thing that you should do in order to survive your online classes, ano ba talaga? What do you need to do? You should organize and follow a schedule. So, grab a paper, grab a pen, and write in what you need to do for the entire week if you want to accomplish for the entire week or day, and make sure these are goals that are achievable. Try to follow that certain schedule so you won't have backlog. We don't want that to happen. So as much as possible, try to stick to the schedule that you have. It doesn't only apply to those who are, reviewing for board exams and such. It also applies to the student, because I know that there will be exams even though it's online. So still stick to your schedule, what you want to study and such. Tip number 2, organize your study space, because a good study space equals good management, good time, and for you to be more productive. Because mind you, if things are cluttered along your desk, it's super distracting. See something over there, you just kind of reach for it and you do something with that object, whatever that object is. So you make sure that your desk is organized and conducive for learning. So make sure it's clean and free from clutter. Third tip is that find the best way for you to learn. So there are different kinds of people. They have different, ways to study, and they have different ways to learn. And for me, what's conducive for me is watching videos. I also have a handout with me so I can study both at the same time, because you are using both your ear for listening, your eyes, the visual memory, and it's a really helpful thing. That's why it's really good for me to study. And I want to share with you guys one of the things that really helped me to prepare for my board exam, which is Lecturio. So if you guys don't know what Lecturio is, check it out, lecturio.com, and you will see that it is actually very helpful for medical students, especially for those who will be taking board exams, medical board exams, medical board tests, and for those who want to take up the USMLE. Usually, mga Filipinos, they take the board exam and they take the USMLE right after. So with Lecturio, it really helps you a lot, because Lecturio offers you with different medical videos of a broad array of topics, from biochemistry, anatomy, epidemiology, parasitology, microbiology, physiology, the basics that we have in medical school. At the same time, your clinicals like internal medicine, surgery, pediatrics, and OBGYN. And sometimes when we're at this period wherein we are reviewing for a topic that was actually previously discussed to us back in med school during our first year and second year, sometimes it's different right now when we're trying to relearn it again, because we have to go way back to how it was discussed to us. But with Lecturio, because of the medical videos that they offer, it's super easy for you to understand, because with the videos that they offer, there are so many professors from one of the top medical schools around the world that are teaching you in order for you to understand fully the concept that you previously learned in your biochemistry, anatomy, and physiology, and for you to actually understand it in the best way possible. So they provide you with graphs, pictures, and I love how after watching the videos, there are actually quizzes after that, 2 to 4 item exam, and you actually get to test yourself if you actually understood the video. If you get a incorrect answer, it will actually actually prompt you to retake the same question again because it will give you the correct answer. There is also a tool that Lecturio provides, which is a smart-based learning, wherein they give you the same questions that you previously answered, and that is super useful because if you guys don't know, spaced repetition is one of the things that is a key when it comes to memorizing facts and concepts, because sometimes when we're reading, it may go into our short-term memory. What we want is not just let it stay there, we want it to stick to our long-term memory, and with spaced repetition, it makes it better for us to fully understand a concept, because after understanding it the first time, when we see it again, we get to understand, correlate it more, and then when we keep on seeing it again and again, we actually let it stick to our long-term memory, which is super good. Aside from that, there's a wide array of questions in their question bank. I've tried answering their question banks actually, and mind you, they were hard questions. Questions were usually case-based, but the good thing about it is that everything is presented to you in the case. Integrate the different concepts and the different subjects that there are in med school, because it's really good for you to understand your physiology, your basics, for you to understand your clinicals, which is really good because Lecturio offers you that kind of knowledge and that kind of help for you to supplement what you're currently reading. And Lecturio has been a great help to me the past few months. It has provided me with so many knowledge on the things that I have previously studied back in medical school, which is super good and super helpful for my upcoming board exam. And I'm actually getting nervous right now talking about it, but yes, Lecturio has really helped me a lot. So if there are concepts wherein you're having a hard time understanding reading through your textbook, your handout, Lecturio can really help you a lot. They are really helpful to medical students, to those who will be taking the board exams, and especially those who will be taking the USMLE. So go check out Lecturio. If you're having a hard time, go and watch the Lecturio videos. So another thing that you should remember when it comes to online classes is that you should veer away from distractions. So when we're at home, it's super easy to get distracted. We have our phone, we have social media, we have Netflix. Everything that we want to access, we have it. Make sure that your phone is away from you. Put it away from you, like really, really far away, so that you won't, just get it right away, because that's what really happens. When I first started, self-studying on my own, I kept on looking through social media a lot. As I mentioned, going back to number one, because when you have a certain schedule, when you try to follow it, when you veer away from the distractions, make sure that you also reward yourself. So that is my other tip. Reward yourself right after everything that you have studied, so you also take care of your mental health. Another thing that you should remember is if you want a study buddy and such like that, sometimes when we're at home, we don't really have people with us. So if you want like a virtual companion, you might want to FaceTime or Zoom with your friend, and you put it on the side. Like me, it's really hard for me to be alone, especially when I'm in a condo. So I just FaceTime and Zoom with my friend. You don't have to talk, it's just there like the screen, and you see your friend, and it feels like you guys are together even though you're not. So if you want to have a companion for your Zoom classes and for your online classes, do make sure you call your friend and talk to your friend about it, that you just want to be like virtual study buddy. Another tip, which is one of the most important things that you should remember, is that treat your online classes as if you are in a normal classroom. So wake up early. Sometimes we do have lectures which are really early. Like, mind you, I had lectures that are really early, especially our internship reports. We had to wake up at around 8 a.m. Pretend like you're going to classroom even though you're not, and like treat it in that way, and that will really help you a lot because you're like simulated in a classroom setting. When you feel like you're in an actual classroom, you feel like you really want to learn, and that will be really helpful. Those are the tips that I want to give out to you guys. This can really help a lot of you out there when it comes to online classes, Zoom classes, and self-studying, because it's really a lot of self-studying right now. So if you want, as I mentioned, supplement it with videos, read your handouts, supplemented with videos. Lecturio can really help you a lot. Their medical videos are really, really helpful. So go check Lecturio out. Before we end this video, I just wanted to like give you guys a glimpse of what happened through the last days of my internship. So probably the 3 lectures we had to date are done. Ito na yung mga notes ko. Ang dami. And we're still on the Zoom. Pero tapos na sa quiz, so I'm just waiting.
There's a knock on the door. It's like, who can it be? But then they say it's for you. It's like it cannot be. It's like 7 a.m. Damn, who can it be? Who? Oh.
Finished our exam. So may ratio. Ha? May ratio sa mga answers sa mga exams. Zoom while eating because I am super hungry. Multitasking at its best.
Sun will get you either way. We'll run and dip off to the sunset and moonlight.
So So there it is. Internship really came to a close. It was actually sad that it was cut short because, you know, we still had a lot of things that we had to do and explore in internship that we never got to do. We weren't even able to rotate to some of the rotations that we needed to rotate on. Our residents still provided us with other learning tools, as you guys saw in the video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got to learn a thing or two. I hope that this will help you in your upcoming online classes. I know a lot of you will have online classes in the next month. Use your time up, use it wisely, make your own schedule, and, you know, stay productive. And also, don't forget to take care of your mental health, because sometimes with everything that is going on, sometimes we tend to forget that. Also, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that, you know, since it's already July and August, I will be starting my formal review, and that means I won't be as active as much on YouTube like how I was super active in the last 3 months. But because it's already July until the board exam, I will probably hide in my bubble and just focus solely on my board exam, and I hope you guys will understand that. I do have some videos that I will be able to upload for the month of July, but it's not as much. It's just a few videos that I've already finished editing and have uploaded, actually, including this video. So you just stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I hope that you will enjoy the videos that I've posted, and you could binge watch on that while I study and look around and just prepare for my board exam. So I hope you guys wish me luck. I'm super nervous, to be honest, and as I mentioned, it's the first time actually talking about it because I never really wanted to talk about it, because again, I do really get nervous. So but hashtag MD by 2020, I stick to it and I just keep on praying. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you want, go check out the tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!